Hey again, everyone. This is Dr. Jeremy Flagel. I have another insight that I wanted to share. It's something that I've been thinking a little bit. Well, I think about this a lot. The phrase chemical imbalance has come into our world as a phrase that indicates, oh, well, something's going on and it needs to be corrected. And when that's corrected, I'm going to feel better. This phrase was actually used to sell the use of many antidepressant medications. Easy thing to think about. Oh, there's a chemical change in my brain for some reason that I don't make enough serotonin. I don't have enough serotonin, so I need more serotonin. That's my imbalance. Why don't you take Zoloft? Why don't you take Lexapro? These medications can be helpful for some, but the story of chemical imbalance is one that isn't just a stuck, static thing. It's dynamic, it's changing, it's constantly changing. And it's not just a simple anecdote. Our bodies have thousands of chemical reactions going on every second and somewhat constantly. And ultimately, the balance of these things can affect how we feel, not just in our mood, but also how well we're thinking, how strong our bodies feel, how hungry we are, how tired we are, how much energy we have. And over time, these things, if there's a slight shift in the balance of this that goes back and forth, it can lead to longer term problems, and depression can be one of those things. However, it's not so simple as just saying you're low on serotonin. Here, you should probably take Prozac. The other side of things is that there's a number of other factors that go into each individual's chemical imbalance, if we're continuing to use that phrase. And for example, if we're going to stick with the example of depression, it's true that for many people, not for everybody, but for many people, serotonin can be involved. But some people, it's not just a problem of production. Some people are very inflamed for whatever reason, and there's a multitude of reasons behind that. And chronic inflammation actually drives a process in the immune cells of your brain that then causes a amino acid called tryptophan, which one of the main things it does is it goes to make serotonin. Well, when we are inflamed, either chronically or acutely, our immune cells tells tryptophan to go down a different pathway and make something that stimulates another neurotransmitter called glutamate. Glutamate tends to be an excitatory neurotransmitter, and when that's overstimulated, it can end up causing problems. It can end up leading to anxiety. It can end up leading to depression. And that's just one of the links between chronic inflammation and mood symptoms as well. The other thing that plays a role is sometimes the building blocks for what we need in order to make the chemical reactants that we need on a daily basis, those can be imbalanced as well. And there's people who don't get the protein that they need to get, and so they don't have the initial building blocks to make the neurotransmitters that they end up needing. Some people are low in magnesium. Some people are low in zinc. Two minerals that are very much involved in anxiety. And in the case of zinc and vitamin B6, very important in making serotonin. And so I guess my perspective at this point is it's important to take a look at a lot of different factors. And, if your goal is to, feel balanced and to try to find your optimal way of existing, then we have to take a look at a little bit more. And so this idea of chemical imbalance, I think, is not one that I would throw out, but it's one that I would use differently in order to really find a true source of healing, a true source of balance, and the best that we can all feel as an individual, and then we can help those around us. All right, that's today's insight. I'll talk to you guys again. Thanks for watching. Bye.